to Jay.
Let's see what he decides to do.
Well, you know,
he's going to bring out a blindfold?
Hold it. He got Dan Marley, the blindfolded, his teammate, who's also playing in the All-Star game tomorrow.
Now we got some creativity here now.
Some drama.
I'm not believing this. Blind. Here comes Ceballos. Yes!
Hey, when you get Charles Barkley off his feet, that is a feat in and of itself. No one will ever forget that moment. If you were watching it, you remember it. Cedric Ceballos putting on the blindfold and then dunking. That helped him win the 1992 NBA Slam Dunk Championship. During Cedric's 11-year career, Ceballos played for 5 different teams, most notably the Los Angeles Lakers, where he led them in scoring in both the 94 and 95 seasons. Cedric joins us now on ESPN First Take to break down the playoffs. Come on. Could you see even a little bit?
I have no idea what you're talking about. That was totally blind. And
you had to be able to see just a little bit through that blind.
I don't have no idea what you're talking about. I have no
so
recollection.
I think the answer is you might have been able to see it. Just a shade, if nothing else. That dunk was impressive. What do you think of when you see that right now? What comes to mind?
Well, I just, a lot of people really still talk about it.
Yeah.
No matter where I go, what part of the planet I'm on, that's one of the biggest things. And that's what I wanted to accomplish by doing that. At the time, I wasn't playing a lot with the team. Cotton Fitzsimmons had me over there on the bench. We had a plethora of stars on the team. So that kind of put me in the limelight a little bit, and then my career kind of took off from there.
It changed your life, didn't it?
It did, very much so.
And you're known for that now. All right, what did last night's loss to Dallas tell us about the Lakers?
Well, I think it's a lot of selfish stuff going on in there, and I think everybody's on buying on about him coming out and saying what had happened, and we need to go ahead and trust each other. I think that's happening, and if
was
you
he
want,
right?
I think he's right, but I think you need to turn that and turn it to Mitch Kupchak because he needs to shake it up a little bit. Shannon Brown's not playing like he's supposed to be. You brought Matt Barnes in, and he's not playing like he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
If the pieces that they brought in are playing correctly, then you don't have these problems. And then they're not out yet. They only lost 2 games. That's possible.
Right.
Obviously, it's been done to us before. When I was with Phoenix, Houston came in, and they had a turmoil situation as well after we went up 2-0. But they didn't handle it the way Bynum did. They didn't go in the media. But that media spark that Bynum did could get their team going. It could be a great way for them to go, hey, let's pay attention on what's going on because everybody's going to be asking us. Obviously, practice today is going to be more media. And they're going to be talking about, hey, why don't you guys trust each other?
Who wins the series?
It's going to be tough. I think it goes 7.
Yeah.
I think it goes 7. And when you have Kobe Bryant on the team in the 7th game, it's going to be tough to beat. But Jason Kidd and Dirk, they're playing excellent. Hopefully they keep that up. The biggest punch, I think, to that team is having Caron Butler go down.
Yeah.
Because he's a ball sticker. Unbelievably, he is a great player, but he holds the ball. They're moving the ball well. Last 10 seconds of the shot clock, they go to Dirk and see what's happening.
Yeah.
Barrett came in and have a good spark for him, too.
Let's go out east, and the Bulls get into the win column in this series.
Yeah.
How concerned should their fans be that 1 seed is in jeopardy now? They don't have home court edge.
Well, there's a lot of anticipation of the MVP trophy, and I think when the first game came around, it's like, when is it going to happen? Are you going to announce it, get it over with? They got it over with. D-Rose, best player in the league right now. Go ahead and give him the trophy. Now you see they go back to playing well. He's got an ankle injury, true, but that's not going to stop him from performing like he does. I think the biggest thing for them was their bench. They have to come up with buckets, easy buckets, play well together, and not have the inconsistency that they have, having 1, 2, 3 quarters in a row where they're not showing up at all.
Yeah.
And then really calm down. This is a team that hasn't been to the place that they're going right now, top of the league, and with their regular season record, also having an MVP. It's a lot of new things going on in that organization with the new coach, everything. So they need to calm down, take a deep breath, stop all the hype, and then really calm down and play real good basketball.
How does that series end?
I still say Chicago wins it, even though Larry Drew is doing an excellent job with that team. Joe Johnson is definitely a premier all-star. Crawford is playing well, too. But I think in the end, the MVP is going to step up and play well. Maybe Game 6, Game 7, that's when they end it.
Yeah, all right. Also in the East, the other traditional power, Boston Celtics, are down 0-2 in their series. It's not as dire as the Lakers. They lost their 2 games on the road. But what do you think of when you look at this series? Are the Celtics done? Can they come back?
No, I don't think the Celtics are done at all. They did what they were supposed to do to Miami Heat, win their 2 games at home.
Yeah.
You're looking at 2 great teams. It's not like you're looking at a team that superseded the 8th seed and with San Antonio and Memphis. This is 2 good teams that have a rivalry brewing here, and they're going to crash and smash and hit each other. So we'll see when they go back to Boston. Hopefully Shaq be nimble, Shaq be quick. We get Shaq back on his feet, and he'll push a couple people around. They always talk about, hey, Shaq has 6 fouls. Hey, he's not known to be a huge fouler. His thing is he takes up space, and most of those layups and tips and ends and all that stuff that Miami's getting, Shaq will eliminate those things.
They need him, that's for sure. Let's go back out west to the other series. And you've got some surprises, really Memphis. Oklahoma City, though, a lot of people have expected big things from them this season. It was interesting after Game 1 to hear one of the league's top players in Kevin Durant say mid-playoff series about one of his opponents, Zach Randolph, he's the best power forward in the league. One, is it true? And two, how surprised were you that he said that about his opponent during a playoff series?
Well, you have seen it before. You can go back to Magic Bird. They would give each other compliments after wins and losses all the time. So I don't think what he said is really wrong. He shouldn't be saying that. It's perfectly. The guy, Zach, is playing unbelievable right now. Yes, he's the best power forward right now in the league. Right now. All throughout the year, throughout the whole playoffs, yet to be seen. But if he continues to play the way he is right now, it should be great. Now, after Game 1, I think it benefited Memphis 100% that they won their series against San Antonio, got on the plane, and then played again. That long stretch is real difficult to deal with when you're not playing basketball and you're used to going through some things. So I think that was a problem with OKC in the first game. They took care of some things. Durant went to work second game, but we'll see how that big building in Memphis is going to react with their home team coming home.
Yeah, it's going to be wild. Quickly, before we let you go, who's in the NBA Finals? We're going to ask you to project a series ahead. Who do you see playing for the title?
Well, at the beginning of the season, I had Miami and San Antonio. Obviously, that's not happening right now, but I still go with Miami and maybe the Lakers. And hopefully the duo with LeBron and Kobe going head-to-head, and Kobe hits a shot at the end of the buzzer, Game 7, and we like it's the most unbelievable series we've ever seen. Yeah, well, it could be, and we wouldn't be surprised if that's the way it worked out. You're good at this. Next time you come back, you do it blindfolded, right? I will.
You can do this with your eyes closed.
No problem.
All right, Cedric Ceballos, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. Good stuff. All right, this reminder for you, the NBA playoffs continue on ESPN. Tomorrow night, you've got a pair of conference semifinal games. First in the East, D-Rose and the Bulls. Now they've got to find a way to steal one in Atlanta. Game 3, 7 o'clock Eastern time.